And I feel bad because I haven't really spent that much time with her today. But on the note of luckily bulldogs are low energy, but at the same time, so here's the thing. From my experience, she puts on weight a lot faster than any other dog that I've ever known. Because she was going through a growth spurt, I noticed, because she weighed the same, but she was skinnier, so she's like stretching out. I think that's what was happening. My mom instincts were telling me that she is growing. She's almost a year old. She's gonna be a year old on like May 14th, May 4th, May 8th, something like that. I gotta check. But bulldogs overheat. Bulldogs get very hot very easily. I think it has something to do with their face. It makes it harder for them to regulate temperature. Also, as you can see, my dog, this is Queen Pookie Poopy Pants. Queen Pookie Poopy Pants. I can't think of her full name right now, but she does have one, a full name. But she has cherry eye. I'll show y'all later. Sorry, forgot that I was carrying you. She has cherry eye because this is what the vet told me when we went to get it fixed. It happened when she was like 3 months old, maybe something like that. So apparently because her face is loose, she doesn't have the facial muscles to hold that part of her eyelid inside. And the reason the vet didn't fix it when she was younger was because he wanted to wait till she was at least a year old because her wrinkles were still going to grow and change. And additionally, she's bored. He also said that it was mostly cosmetic, so it wasn't really causing her any problem. And a lot of bulldogs go through their whole life with it just fine. The only thing that I noticed, sometimes it does get swollen and it gets irritated. Like imagine if your eyelid was just, like the inside of your eyelid was just rubbing in dirt and grass all day, like your eye would be itchy, right? Yeah, because some of the vets say like it can cause blindness, it's not good. She went to jail and they gave her some medicine for it apparently. I've never heard of that, but also I've never met a dog that gets more ear infections than my dog. I wash her face at least, because I'm not gonna, when I first got her, she's so sick of my shit. Come here, we're talking about you. She's really mad right now. That's the face of a dog that's not having fun. She's very smart. She's just trainable. I'm not sure about the smart. Stop. Go to bed. Good, bed. Follow me wherever I want to, but now that she's older and she has hormones and she's independent and stubborn, she doesn't want to fucking come here, and it scares me because I don't want her to get hit by a car or stolen because someone will steal you and you can't fight. Pookie, thank you. That's your bed. Go to bed. She doesn't get it. She's gonna come inside with me. This episode on things that Dad would hate. So, just a problem. She would be so stubborn. And the thing is, sometimes I actually think you have to talk to her nicely. Like, sometimes I'll be like, sit down. And she won't sit down. And I'll be like, sit down, please. And she will sit down. Little B word. Also, like, I've learned sometimes when she's like sprinting inside it's because she's hungry, but that doesn't mean that she can do it all the time. And one thing I learned, the reason that she wasn't listening to me was because I'm too nice to her. Like, when she would be doing something bad, I'd be like, no, don't do that. Come on, bad girl. Like, talking to her like that. And the thing is, I guess my dog has some big balls. So I gotta talk to her like, no, I'm not playing with you right now. So, but I'm so nice to her. Like, it baffles me. And it makes me so happy that I have this little angel that just brings out the best in me. Right? Okay. And now, my guess is that she weighs 47 pounds. Okay, My dog weighs about 50 pounds. Yeah, because I don't want my Bulldog to be overweight because I just want her to have a good life and to be able to like play and not get a heat stroke or something. But I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, but I feel like sometimes I didn't feed her enough considering the fact that she was growing. So I'm trying to find a good balance because I don't want her to be overweight, but it's okay for her to have some meat on her bones. And she is pretty strong. Like when I got her, she was 12 pounds. So now she's 50 pounds. She is getting strong. Like her bite has some strength to it. And like she likes to push a lot. So like if I'm trying to push her away from me, like she can push back and actually like hold her own a little bit. So Bulldog. And she's really good at cuddling. I would have never gotten a Bulldog for myself because she rolled her eyes. Would have never gotten a Bulldog for myself because they are kind of ugly, but I feel like English Bulldogs are not as ugly as Frenchies. I think Frenchies just like look like they're just different. Like, okay, so actually I didn't even know the difference between Frenchies and Bulldogs is Bulldogs have floppy ears and French Bulldogs have pointed ears. And there's other differences, but that's one. And I think Frenchies, their average weight I think is probably like 30-40 pounds, and Bulldogs, English Bulldogs, average about 50. So, and he looked like he weighed like 80 pounds. Like he was a big dog. Like it was wild. I wish I had a picture or something for reference, but I was like, is that what my dog is gonna look like? You need to wash your Bulldog's face every single day. And she's biting my hand. And they are, they said to use baby wipes. I don't even like to use baby wipes because I feel like that's kind of harsh on her skin. But when right now, I don't want to go get a towel. So once in a while, see, I don't think she likes the baby wipes as much as she likes towels. But, and in the winter, this is, I think, if you have to keep your dog outside and you have cold winters, please just make a little igloo. So her crate, I'll find a picture and insert it. We would wrap her crate in blankets, like a bunch of blankets, and it insulated the crate. So like it would be like 30 degrees outside, 20 degrees. Now I'd come out and check on her like, oh my gosh, like, is she warm? I would stick my hand in the crate and it was warm in there. Like, I promise it works. So if you have to keep your dog outside, you should try to make it an igloo so it doesn't freeze. My last point of the night, because otherwise I'm gonna get tired of myself. This is what I was gonna say. Bulldogs are expensive maintenance. Not worth it. They have a rough life, and you're gonna have a rough life. Let me tell you. Anywhere I go with this dog, I have to have basically a mommy bag for my dog. This isn't even everything. I have a bag of pills for my dog. Disinfectant for your dog. This one, I think this is normal. This one is not bad. You could use coconut oil instead probably before you wash your dog. This is for doggy dandruff basically. This is for ears and ear infection. This is for an ear infection. This is for an ear infection. It's okay. It's not your fault. So just keep that in mind. And she actually has a bit of an undercoat. She's pretty much done shedding it all off, but my dog literally sheds like a husky. Like this blonde fur that you see, that's mostly what comes out in big, fluffy, wispy chunks. You shouldn't get a Bulldog because they have a lot of health problems. And if you want to breed your Bulldog, I don't want my dog to have babies by force. You know, like if she wants to fucking have babies, which sometimes she does. I don't know if it ever organically happened somehow. I don't know how that would happen. And she wanted to have some puppies. It will be fine, but Bulldogs have to have C-sections to deliver puppies. And that's scary because I have had surgery in my lower abdomen. She's biting me really hard, which gets frustrating. am I saying? I had surgery in my lower abdomen. That was the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. So to do that to my dog really scares me. I wouldn't want to do that to her. No. But she would be a great mommy. She's very playful and gentle and sweet. Well, okay, sweet. Well, okay, gentle, which is... So the name, okay, so when we first got her, her dad wanted to name her Queen. I didn't like the way it rolled off the tongue, but I did get used to it. That's her name. That's what her dad named her. So I would always think of like different names. And so at first I called her like Cookie because she looks like a chocolate chip cookie. It's really adorable. And then she was a puppy, so she was on You're Beautiful. Stop judging yourself. So, she was on dewormer. So if you've ever had a dog on dewormer, you know, like they get the shits really bad. So she was like pooping everywhere on herself, this and that. So I would be like, oh, how's my poopy butt? Or how's my poopy schmoopy? And then I started like rhyming. I don't even know. And then one day I just came across Pookie. And I was like, that's really cute. Pookie, that's the cutest thing. And that's what she is. She's my little Pookie. She's my little Pookie. Poopy schmoopy. Pookie. Look at her face. She has an underbite. It's not too severe. Bulldogs. You will have to wipe their ass. You do. I don't know if it's the diet that I'm feeding her, but my bulldog, I have to wipe her ass. And I see a lot of... They have a wrinkle on their tail. And a lot of people have to wipe it. Let me show you. Come here. Like, that cut, that's because she was itching her face. Because I let it get dirty. Stop it. Go to bed. Come on. Come here. Go to bed. See, she knows what I'm saying. Get over here. Come here. Excuse you? Oh, thank you. And go potty in the morning. You have to stay there because I'm not fucking with you. Stay. Really not this hard. I'm overthinking it. Oh, shit. I'm not playing with you. My sandal. Rude. Good night. I love you. Good night. And you just put her in there like you're stuffing a closet full of clothes that you don't want the clothes to fall out. And her lip is in between the door. Stop it. Stop it. Watch your lips. Thank you.